Recording.
Okay.
Okay. So Claudette, you want to welcome everyone that's on Facebook, and
And
we'll
admin,
start letting folks into the space for a Zoom.
thank you.
Greetings, our Facebook family and friends. Thank you for joining with us this morning. We're looking forward to a fantastic day. Stay tuned.
Good morning.
Peace and blessing, family. Good morning.
Good
Morning.
morning.
Peace and blessings.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, family.
Morning.
Carol, could you please, we have a technical thing. Could you please allow participant sharing or allow me to share, please? Thank you. Claudette,
Yes.
you can continue welcoming our community in here in Zoom and on Facebook.
Repeat that, please.
I said you can continue to welcome our community here in Zoom and
Okay.
on Facebook.
Okay, thank you, John Carl. I have an awesome admin team, technical team working with me. Without them, I probably would not be welcoming you because I welcomed you before, but you weren't there when I welcomed you. Welcome everyone who is joining us both on Facebook and by Zoom. My name is Claudette Joy Spence, and I am presenting today on the Wake Up Everybody virtual community, day number 279, and the session topic is listening for joy and peace. I bring that to you with experience in communications on the ground and in academic training.
Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Wake up, everybody. It's time to get up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. It's time to get up. Stay woke, stay woke, stay woke. It's time to get up. We're healing, we're dealing, we're growing. Together, together, releasing. We're teaching, we're moving. Together, together, we're learning, discerning. We're striving. Together, together, we're leading, connecting, transforming. Together, together.
Welcome. Welcome. My name is Claudette Joy Spence, and welcome to the WU community. I will be sharing with you today on the topic, listening for peace and joy. And I hope that we will all be a little better listener at the end of this presentation. First, I want to give God thanks and my ancestors for this opportunity to be in service. I want to thank the WU community for the support they bring to us as a family. And thank you for allowing me to share. I will be guiding us through some ideas and activities today as we seek ways to sustain our peace and our joy by expanding our understanding on how we listen and the reasons we listen. To be a more effective and on-point listener, it is important that we minimize, if not eliminate, distractions that can interfere with the message the speaker intends for us to receive. So we will look at some distractions that may interfere with the message. You know, we have those external distractions. the things that our senses pick up that interfere the message, and we miss some words, we miss the thoughts being expressed, and we walk away with a different idea from what the speaker intended. Now, in some situations, you are in a position to do feedback, right? The check and balances. Is this what you said? This is what I heard. Is this what you really meant? And we can work that out sometimes. But sometimes we're not in that space, and we have to go only with what we thought we heard. So we want to minimize those external distractions that our senses allow us to pick up. Now, there's another distraction, an internal distraction. Those, for example, are distractions, conversations we have with ourselves while someone is talking to us. So I'm hoping that you're not having any internal conversations as I am talking with you this morning. Some of those internal distractions could be like, what is she talking about? When is she going to stop talking? Where is she going with this? But if you do that, you will miss something, and you'll miss something of value. So I would like to suggest to us this morning some ways to manage those external distractions, particularly in this session. I'm going to be asking you to do as a community something that we don't usually do here in the WU forums. I am asking you not to post anything in the chat, because that is a distraction. Posting in the chat while the speaker is speaking is a distraction to many of us. So I'm going to ask you to hold that for me today, just for this listening presentation. The second distraction I'd like to ask you to work with me on is that when you're viewing your screen from the gallery while the speaker is speaking, that gallery view can be a distraction to listening, because our eyes are all over the place. We want to see who is on there and who is doing what. I'm going to ask you to put your view on the speaker view, so that I'll be the star for 30 minutes or less. And then after that, you can do whatever it is that you want. The third thing I'd like you to do is to stay in the room with us. I'd like you to hang on to every word that I'm saying as if it's the best thing you've heard since 6:59 this morning, right? That's a key to listening. Staying focused on the speaker's words and following the image that's being created by the spoken word. Now, I encourage you to jot down any questions that come to mind as you're listening. Please try not to write them in full sentences, maybe one or two words, or some doodle that will remind you when it comes to the Q&A, because we will do that a little later on in the presentation. We will ask you to write in the Q&A, and our admin team, our brother John Carl and sister Cheryl, who is working with me together, we will work to respond to your questions and your comments. Now, here's what I'd like you to do for me. I want you to wave your hands in the air like you just don't care if you're on board with us so far. Come on, wave your hands. Let me see you waving your hands in the air like you just don't care. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, to move along with some additional techniques for listening to maintain your joy and your peace, I will show you 5 slides. Before I present the slides, I would like you to note 2 things. What you hear as you're experiencing the slides, and what you experience. Note what you hear and what you experience. And we will circle back for you to share this experience a little later on in the session. Thank you, Brother John Carl and Sister Cheryl. Hold on to that experience. make a note of 1 or 2 words about what you heard and what you experienced. And we will come back a little later on and talk and share with you on that, or have you share with us. Now, I want to posit that we listen. The reason we listen is to experience truth, joy, and peace. The reason we listen to experience truth, joy, and peace. And I will take you through some activities that can help us to get there, or to help us expand being there in truth, in joyfulness, and in peace. Now, I want to share that there are a couple of perspectives from which we listen. And sometimes they're integrated. I have outlined them here just for to define them and to explain them. But it's very difficult just to be in one mode consistently. We can talk about that. But here are a couple of perspectives from which we listen. We listen to appreciate. Let's say you're listening to Oscar Peter playing the piano, or you're listening to Etta James singing "At Last." You know, I'm no Etta James, but if you're listening to appreciate them, you're getting the beauty that's in the playing of the piano or in Etta James's voice. At the same time, you could be listening to those two artists and you could be critiquing what you're hearing them play and sing. So if you're studying music and you want to break down the elements of music, or if you're studying voice, you come with a critique perspective based on some standards that you're using to evaluate the work. Yes? Now, so how you listen will determine what you receive from the piece. Now, we listen to learn and to understand. And there is where we begin to ask, as you're listening to the speaker, you ask the questions, the 5 whys: who, what, when, why, where, so that you can understand better the concept, understand the principle, understand the techniques. But I would suggest that while you're listening, as I had said earlier, you may want to not write long sentences that become questions, because in the process of doing that, maybe that question you're asking is being answered. And we're talking about a situation where you're not able to do the feedback and the follow-up, right? Maybe you're listening on the radio, you're listening to a politician speak on the radio, you're listening to the president of any institution try to engage you, your services, your time, your talents, your monetary gifts, and you're not in a position to ask a question right at that time. So you're listening keenly to figure out what it is you need to do. Now, here's a piece that I want to share with you. I want for us to listen without attachment. When we listen without attachment, that's where we begin to tap into keeping our innate joy and our innate peace. Listening without attachment to the outcome means that you have not decided what the answer ought to be. Right? That would be an internal interference if you've already decided, because it's going to block you from hearing what the speaker is saying. By not being attached to the outcome, you can maintain your innate peace and your innate joy, and that will increase the likelihood that you're receiving the message the way in which the speaker intended. I want you to think of a time when you decided that you knew what you wanted to hear, and no matter what the speaker said that was contrary to what you wanted the outcome to be, you never heard them telling their truth. It might have caused you some discomfort along the way, whereby rattling your peace and your joy. So we listen to appreciate, to critique, to learn, understand, and we listen without attachment to the outcome to maintain our innate peace and joy. These approaches, as I said earlier, are intertwined. You know, it's difficult to break them down separately because that's kind of how the mind works for most of the time. But it's it's important to identify the purpose we're listening. When you're listening to something, you want to select the reason that you're listening. Am I going to listen to appreciate? You listen to it differently. Am I listening to critique? You're listening to it differently. So I want you to think of a time when you listened to critique what was being spoken, when in retrospect, listening to learn would have taken you to another level of ascension to your truth and your peace and your joy. The visuals at the beginning of this presentation were chosen to guide you into listening at another level, listening to what peace and joy may sound like. Now, we will take a few minutes for Q&A, and this is the time to begin to type in the chat any questions that you may have about anything I've said so far or what you have experienced so far. And we will take a few minutes to work with that. My awesome team, do we have any questions that you can read for us, please? Brother John Carl, Sister Cheryl?
One second, Claudette. I do have a technical question and it's being addressed, so we can continue.
Okay.
Well, what we have right now is Sister Kaisha with her hand raised.
Okay.
So you may want to address that.
So do I just say Sister Kaisha, or do my technical team work with me on that?
Yes, Sister Kaisha, if you will come off mute, you can sure.
Excuse me, good morning. Good morning, ma'am. Question is, when do we know, if ever, when to reply? When do we respond? I'm sorry. When do we know when to respond? Like you said, we're supposed to be listening, especially when our friends are speaking.
Yes.
What idea do we have to where that person wants either feedback or wants you to listen?
Well, I think there are a couple of approaches that you may want to take. If the person is talking, listen, I want to tell you about this experience I had. You may say, do you want me just to listen, or do you want my feedback on it? Try to figure out what it is that they want you to get, if it's that type of personal conversation. And while they're speaking, you're looking at them, right? If it's a face-to-face. And when there's a pause, that's a good indicator. Maybe they're just pausing because it's a comma, and maybe you think they're pausing because it's a full stop at the end of the sentence, and you start to talk, and apologize and back away and just relax and follow along. You will be guided as to how to make that flow. Thank you for that question, sis.
Yes, thank you.
Uh-huh. Are there any other questions? Well, hearing none.
So no questions, but some comments.
Yes.
From Sister Safia. She comments, actually, why don't we just bring Sister Safia's voice in the space? If you can unmute, sis, you can share your comment, and I'll also ask Purple and Jacqueline to share.
Thank you.
Good morning. I can't turn my video on, unfortunately. I don't have any clothes on, but I can comment. I wrote in the chat, I can remember being at work recently. I wasn't feeling well, and I was really tired. And I can remember my boss talking. But as she was talking, I don't remember all of what I probably should remember to do the next task that I needed to do. Because I was so tired, and I was really just waiting for my turn to talk rather than just listening to her so that I can get the meeting over with. So I was just agreeing with you that it's been several times where, not actively listening. I'm just really waiting for my turn and so I can leave.
Yeah. I'm sorry you weren't feeling well, because then the internal distraction from listening to what's going on, because your body was talking to you and you were listening to your body more than you were listening to what was going on.
Exactly.
Right? Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. I'd like to move on because we have another activity in which we'd like to engage you, and we can continue these conversations after this. Well, I would like to read an essay to you. The essay is titled Breast Health and Womanhood from the book Nurturing the Garden of Joy, Provocative Essays on Relationships. Based on what I've just shared with you, the title of the essay is Breast Health and Womanhood. I want you to choose 2 listening perspectives from which you will listen as I read, right? And after I've read this, we will put you in breakout rooms for about 5 minutes and we'll come back and do some sharing. Breast health and womanhood. No good reason to delay. According to estimates, let me remind you, I'm sorry. Let me remind you, I asked you to choose 2 listening perspectives that could be appreciative, critique, learn, and what was the 4th? Anyone can help me on the 4th one? To learn, critique,
Understand.
to understand, thank you, and to appreciate. So choose any 2 of those. According to estimates by Women's Information Network Against Breast Cancer is the #1 killer of American women between the ages of 35 and 54. And breast and cervical cancer will claim more than 500,000 women's lives in this decade. Historically, women tend to delay medical care until symptoms become unbearable. Fortunately, that trend is changing. However, with the economic and financial challenges that many women face, the cost often preventing us from seeking medical care. The cost of healthcare, including the lack of health insurance, often prevent us from seeking medical care. The encouraging news is that the federal government provides breast and cervical cancer screening for women who are without health insurance. A woman basically has no good reason to not have a medical examination to detect breast or cervical cancer. Early detection and treatment remain the best defense for managing breast and cervical health and living a healthy life. While I say no woman has a good reason for delaying a breast exam, there are those who fear, before a diagnosis, the surgical removal of the breast because breasts are linked to sexuality and womanhood. The treatments for breast cancer vary. Removal of the breast is not the only treatment. However, if you want to call this a worst case scenario where your treatment is for the removal of your breast and you equate your womanhood with breast, then you must spend some time examining your definition of self, reshaping some beliefs that inhibit your growth and caring for yourself, and determine the extent to which you allow societal definitions to limit you. Then look at how these limits deter you from getting diagnosis and treatment. What is your definition of womanhood? For the woman who is unable to give birth, is she a woman? For the woman who has not given birth, is she a woman? For the woman who has had her breasts, ovaries, fallopian tubes, uterus, or cervix surgically removed, is she a woman? Is womanhood based on the biological organs that make us different from men? For you, what is the essence of woman? Here ends the piece. And I will ask my team, Brother John Carn, Sister Cheryl, if you would engage our audience members in a breakout room for about 5 minutes, and then we will come back into full session once that's over for our Woo community dialogue.
Could you please give the assignment again for the breakout rooms for community?
I'm asking you, you would have chosen 2 listening perspectives from appreciative, learning, understanding, and critiquing. And based on what I have read, you are going to have a conversation. You will share with your sisters and brothers in the breakout room what perspectives you chose and what you got from this message. Does that help, John Carl?
Yes, that's very good.
Thank you so much.
And I will open the rooms right now.
Thank you. I get to join the room?
I believe, yes. They're going into the rooms right now. Okay, and there are a few of us here in the main room. I will assign Amelia, I will assign you to a room right now. Okay, and for Teresa and Joyce, we are here in this room together. Could you guys come off mute? Are you here with me, ladies? Claudette.
Yeah, yes, John Carl.
Yes.
Where is everybody back?
No. I
That
meant
was
to bring you
really
back
weird.
to the main room so that you can, for our audience in Facebook, we can
Okay.
have that discussion. Everybody is not back. So
What do I do?
So Claudette, you and I were discussing, but if there's any participants in the room, you can, I think Teresa is here. And if you want to discuss with her what her listening point of view was.
Okay. Sister Teresa. Are you there, Sister Teresa? Cheryl, is she there?
she's with us. It
Yes,
appears
Sister Teresa, can you unmute?
technical.
Okay, she might have,
Okay.
okay, looks like she dropped off.
Wow.
So might be having technical challenges.
Yeah.
So I will share that I was listening to the information from the point of view for understanding. And you know, I did get some of it, but I didn't get all of it because it was at the same time as I'm typing into the Facebook chat.
Okay.
But I do get that, you know, we do take a different point of view and we're listening in our ears, our perspective and how we're listening is different based upon the point of view that we're listening through.
Okay.
Because I could have been listening to critique and then it would have been more like, well, I don't know if I believe what she's saying. I don't know if I understand what, you know, or to understand, it's like, well, I don't get it. It's 7:27 in the morning and it's too early for all of that technical information. So it depends on the lens. I get that, the what energy we're bringing with it through which we choose to listen. So I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you. Did you, I did not mention listening without attachment to the outcome.
Yes, you did. Actually, you did mention that as part of it as well.
As one of the, I think I listed the 4, and I would like to add listening without attachment to the outcome, because therein lies the opportunity to maintain or sustain or inner joy and or inner peace. And that's a key component to that.
Ashe.
And how do we do that? I see we are at 7:33. How much more time do we have left in the breakout rooms, Brother John Carl? You're speaking, but I can't hear you.
I apologize. I was on mute.
Not a problem.
39 seconds.
All right, all right. So everybody's going to come back into this grand breakout room and we'll have the opportunity to talk. Now, the people on Facebook, can they talk with us?
I will share with you one person who shared, and that's Niamo Nancy Mouid. She said, I chose understanding and learning. From the reading, I learned about the current trend to seek attention sooner when symptoms of female dis-ease present themselves. I can understand where the reading went regarding the aspect of womanhood is presented when women's organs are removed. I was kind of surprised the conversation went there, but it helped me appreciate the total reading vis a cause of women's health. Understanding for me comes with listening without attachment.
Thank you
That's
for
from
sharing.
Niamo.
What's the name of the person who shared that?
Niamo.
Thank you, Niamo. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Are we back yet, Brother John Carl?
Yes. I don't see the participants coming back yet, but the room's closed.
Okay. And I would
Okay, they're
like to
starting
ask,
to come back now.
30 seconds. Now here they come. It's
I'm sorry, I fell asleep, y'all. Please forgive me.
excuse me?
This
I
is
didn't,
Sister Teresa. I'm sorry, I fell asleep. Please forgive me.
I'm so sorry. Oh, I have to make this a little more lively to keep you up, my sister.
But I woke up like 3 o'clock this morning. That's what happened.
Okay. And I know one of our sisters who presented a couple of days ago talked about the importance of getting sufficient sleep. And so I'm sorry that you didn't get enough, but I thank you for joining in. Thank you for being here, sis. So, Brother John Carl, everyone's back. You are in your breakout room. This is your opportunity to share what happened in the breakout room, speaking from your own personal experience. And I certainly would like to hear how you navigated listening without being attached to the outcome, because therein lies a piece of maintaining your inner joy and your inner peace. So, Brother John Carl and Sister Cheryl, would you help me with the questions, please? Or the comments?
as soon as they're coming in.
I'll bring one more comment from Facebook.
Okay.
And it's from Sister Teresa Plaskett. She said critiquing and understanding were the two perspectives that came up for her.
Thank you for sharing. And of course, call me nosy or just call me the teacher who likes to probe a little bit more. And I would like to ask you, how did you listen without attachment to the outcome? And how did that listening influence your inner peace and your inner joy?
Okay. We can request someone to actually come into the space and share their voice. And
okay, go ahead, please, brother.
If we have anyone that is willing and ready to come off mute and share with us, I see Laura. Okay, Laura.
Hi, Sister Laura.
Hi, Sister Joy. Greetings. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
Peace
being here.
and blessings. Yeah. Thanks to the Wake Up Everybody community. I choose learn and understand because I want to know more. I want to learn more so I can share the knowledge. Mm-hmm. And it was great to just focus on what I'm listening for, what perspective I'm listening from, because sometimes I'm distracted a lot too. So it was great to just be focused and be intentional in my listening this morning and really to just learn more. So that's my perspective. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Laura, for sharing.
Blessings.
Thank you.
Blessings.
I want to acknowledge a hand I saw go up, and I think it was Sophia. I saw the hand come up and go back down. Sophia, are you there?
Safia, John, but yeah, it did, but it was a mistake. But I can share if you want.
Safia, there's no such thing as a mistake, right?
But it really was. But it's okay. And in our room, what stood out biggest to me in my conversation with my partner was that we start out with the thought that we're going to listen a certain way. Then our minds kind of starts to wander to find the connections with ourselves and how we fit in this story that we're listening to. And we came to the conclusion that, or I came to the conclusion that it's because, you know, that's the only way we can remember, is to connect ourselves some way, somehow to what we're hearing personally. And I'm complete.
Thank you. And we also have
Thank you,
Kyra.
Sister Safia, for sharing.
We also have Sister Kyra's hand raised.
Good morning, Claudette.
Good morning, Sister Kaya.
Yes, Kyra. I am in the breakout room. I would say most of us came from a place of from learning and understanding, and definitely just based on actively listening and trying to take in the information. Then there were questions of like, well, why, you know, and how come we're still where we are. So I think even with Safia, when she shared and said, you know, you connected yourself with it. One, to understand, to remember, but also because we also come with our own, I would say, our own thought process and own opinion about it. Because then at least I went on saying, well, you know, it depends on what you think when it comes to why we're still where we are with so many people dying. But it was also, you know, what perspective, do you believe that there is a cure? So there was more information that was being shared as a result of just trying to take in the information, but definitely coming from every individual's perspective, because we were just trying to understand it, but we definitely had our own opinions about it. So thank you.
Thank you for sharing, Sister Kaya. And you may notice that I am listening to the voices in an appreciative mode. I'm not asking any questions. I'm not digging deeper. I'm just appreciating what's being shared. Thank you.
And lastly, we had Sister Jacqueline. Jacqueline, would you share what you wrote in the chat?
Yeah, I can't come off camera, but I'll share. So I wrote my mind races and I still have difficulty listening. I cannot use audiobooks unless I speed up the reader's cadence. The pauses prompt me to speak when I'm talking with people. I was able to control myself today because I set my intention to learn. However, I found that I slipped into critique easily. I was happy to know that I was not the only one that would do this. So I did hear what my sister said in the breakout room, and I listened deeply. You know, I listened to understand and appreciate. And I'm complete.
Thank you for sharing, Sister Jacqueline. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Claudette, and everyone that shared. The time now is 7:42. And Sister Claudette, if there's anything else that you have or that you want to share, we want to know just how much longer we will need to complete.
I have nothing more to share at this time that's planned. And so we do have some gifts. So maybe we could move to that because we are running through the time frame here.
So I will bring up our special offer slide.
And as you work to bring that up, Brother John Carl, I'll share that I think it's important that we listen in such a way as to maintain that joy and that peace within us. And if I leave you with nothing else, I hope you will remember that and work on that. And so here, thanks to my admin team who are doing such a fantastic job, we have a special offer for 6 WOO members to win a 30-minute consultation on interpersonal communication skills with me for maintaining, reclaiming, expanding your sustainable joy. And so for 60 days, it's valid for the next 60 days. And how do we go about doing this, Brother John Carl and Sister Cheryl? 6 members. Anyone talking to me?
So John, do you want to count or do you want me to count? And Claudette, you can choose 6 numbers. We have 24 and minus us would be 21 persons in the space.
21 people. Okay.
Mhm.
So I will go with number 2, number 7, number 9, number 19. Number,
Okay, slow down, slow down.
I'm sorry. Speak a little slower, right?
So that's 2, 7, 9, 19.
Very good.
Okay.
I'm glad you got that one because I forgot.
Well, that's my favorite number.
11. Did you say there are 20 or 21 people?
Now there's about 19.
Okay, so let me go with number 12.
Okay. All right. So John, I'll send you those numbers and you can count them out. And Claudette, you can share what they get.
Well, you would have received a 30-minute consultation on interpersonal skills. You know, are you having some communication challenges in the family? Do you want to set up, you want to establish a family mission plan, for example, for everyone in your household? And if you have young children, they're included in that too. So you can get a 30-minute consultation on that.
I would like to go through those numbers right now.
I just sent them to you.
Yes, I see it. And I remember the first number or a couple of them. And number 2 is Afua.
Hey, congratulations, Afua.
I accept. Is it Afua Frie?
It's you, sis.
Frie. Thank you.
Yay.
Yay.
And we have number 7 as Joyce Benton.
Congratulations, Joyce.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Do you accept, Sister Joyce?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
9 is Keys to Abundant Life, Kyra.
Oh, this is exciting. We're gonna have a longer conversation when we have our consultations together. This is good because I have questions. So I accept.
Okay.
19 is Zakia, and 11.
Wow, 19 is my birthday. So awesome, I accept. Thank you.
Wow,
That's divine.
congratulations, sis. I'm glad you woke up in time to hear this.
11 is Kaisha.
Congratulations, Kaisha.
I accept. Thank you.
And number 12 is Laura.
Laura, congratulations. I know Laura from another community. Congratulations, Laura. I'm looking for all of you.
Thank you, sister.
I am looking forward to talking with you and helping you shine light and see the solutions to what it is you're seeking.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And now I will share your contact info for everyone. It's also in our chat, but you can walk us through your info.
Okay, so you can reach me on Instagram at C Solutions Infinity, on Twitter at Claudette Joy 2, that's the numeral 2. By email, it's csolutionsinfinity@yahoo.com. And the website, I encourage you to visit that website, csolutionsinfinity.wixsite.com/sustainablejoy. Engage with me and you will see the solutions to your infinite joy. Now, tomorrow, join us tomorrow, Thursday, March 11, 2021, for another dynamic session with Sister Robin St. Clair. She will be talking about We woo women, affirming who we are. Affirmation. Sister Robin St. Clair will be facilitating that session tomorrow and Thursday. Join us.
Okay, so we want to welcome everyone that is here for the first time. We, the Woo Nation, we welcome all our new members and participants that have joined us for the first time. So if there's anyone here that this is their first time, we want to spotlight you and just thank you. And it looks like we might have one person. Sharon L., I'm going to ask you, is this your first time being with us today in the Zoom space? And you can unmute. Okay, I don't think she has a microphone, so I don't think she can say yay or nay, but we'll welcome you just, oh, good. Okay, I see your microphone.
She was here yesterday.
Okay, great. Well, still, it's the first time I'm seeing your name, so you're new to me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And for so those of you who are listening on Facebook, please make sure to register so that you can join us in the Zoom space. And registration is at bit.ly/wake up movement. And then our schedule, we are live in Zoom on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 7 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. and on Monday and Wednesday, 7 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. So we are in Zoom and we stream it to Facebook, our private group. And if you have not joined our private group, you can hit bit.ly/woo. What is it again? Woo Nation. No, it's not Woo Nation. Hold on for me. I'll get the Facebook and we'll pop it in there. I don't remember it and I thought it was on the slide. But most importantly, we want you to join us Monday, the 29th of March, as we have a special, special, special day for celebrating our 1-year anniversary. And make sure to register at bit.ly/wake up movement. And don't forget to order your Woo swag at bit.ly Woo swag, because it's fly to sport your Wake Up Everybody gear. We have mugs, we have shirts, we have masks, we have everything. So jump in and order your Woo swag and register for the Wake Up for our anniversary, which will be a Monday, and it will not be a 30-minute session. Let me tell you right now, we will be partying and celebrating and having a wonderful time. So once again, order your Woo Nation swag at bit.ly/Woo swag. And we want to thank you and encourage you to stay in touch. And yeah, the Facebook group should be on here. Yes. So I'll read them all. You register at bit.ly/wake up movement. Being a part of our Facebook private group is very important. bit.ly/woo community will get you in there. And follow us on Instagram at the @wake up everybody virtual. And on YouTube, which will begin to be more active on Instagram and YouTube going forward. Now, our YouTube page is bit.ly /woo on YouTube. And our email is info.wakeupseries@gmail.com. So stay in touch. And we thank you for being with us this morning and for being actively always a part of the Woo Nation community. So thank you, Sister Claudette. And now is our time for the special love shower for her bringing her energy and her information to us today. So you can unmute yourself.
Thank you, and welcome. Make sure you come back.
I definitely love.
Thank you so much,
learn how to
Claudette. You did a wonderful job. It was such a
Thank you,
good
Claudette, for
topic,
doing what
and
you're
I
doing.
appreciate
And
you.
let's move forward, everybody.
Thank you so much. This was a great lesson, and just giving us the heads up on how to listen and to pay attention on the way that we listen, because it's important.
Yes,
The intention that and attention that we give to our listening styles affects so much. So thank you for bringing your expertise and your knowledge and your peace, because the way that you present is very relaxing. So, and that was mentioned.
Yes,
Thank you.
very relaxing.
It's
All
a
the
very
peaceful
voice,
very calm,
yes,
soothing.
thank you,
Yes.
Kat, for saying all of that.
Thank you for what you're
Thank
doing,
you,
Claudette.
You're
Let's move forward, everybody.
Those vacation
Brother
pictures,
Adam.
they
I
helped.
love y'all.
Yes. Thank you so much. Love you. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And please come back, Claudette. Truly appreciate you in this space.
Days,
Thank you
Emily.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna be
Sister